Dave and I are going somewhere that neither one of us have ever been before, and it starts out with a ferry ride, as so many of our adventures do. And this is the Lummi Island ferry, which we've never been on before, and we're going to Lummi Island. It's an open air ferry. And that in front of us is Lummi Island. It's gonna be a 5-minute ride. How cool. We're on the Whatcom Chief. I was surprised to find Lummi Island is not part of the Lummi Reservation, which you drive through to get to the ferry on Gooseberry Point. We are here at Aiston Preserve, and it is not marked. The Washington Trails Association has directions. We mapped it in here. There's just a little parking lot. We're only one of 2 cars, and it looks like the trail goes that way. It says there's shorefront, but we are way up on a hill, so we might have a little climbing to do today. The sign on that says foot traffic only, and we're gonna come over here and check out the map. We are here. So it looks like we can take the Inati Trail, and instead of going through, I think we'll make a left and go past Granger Pond and maybe down to Smuggler's Cove. That looks pretty fun. We'll just see. Starting out on what looks like a dirt road. We are taking a left on Deer Fern Way. The road goes to the right. That's the Inati Trail. And we are taking Deer Fern Way this way. A little grassier. We're heading for the shoreline, I think. The Aiston Preserve is managed by the Heritage Trust. There is a deep quarry here, so just be aware. We did not see it from the main trail, but when you get down to the bottom, or if you go to the overlook at the top, you can see how steep that would be, so make sure you've got pets and kids next to you. I think this is relatively new trail, kind of doing tiny switchbacks. The main trail used to be a straight shot down, but that is covered up with some logs to keep people from causing erosion. Look, ripe Oregon grape berries. That's cool. Those are edible. There's a shot up that hill that they've kind of closed the trails. There's logs down here too. They definitely don't want this just one straight down shot, because that's just going to get eroded pretty bad. Now we are catching up with where that meets the new switchbacks. This must be Granger Pond or Granger Lake. It definitely looks more like a pond. There's something out there. We're continuing to follow the Deer Fern Trail. I'm gonna see if I can get a little closer look at this pond here. So here a trail goes to the right, and I think it's the Quarry Overlook Trail, and I think the Deer Fern goes to the left. But these trail signs aren't super specific. So let's find out. All right, we kind of wandered around this little trail just a short ways, and it's definitely winding uphill and to the left, which would be kind of looping back on where we came. So we're gonna go try the other generic trail sign and go to the right. And we'll see how that ends up. If we get to the quarry overlook, we will know that we took the wrong one, but that's okay too. We're gonna just enjoy our hike regardless. In order to get to the waterfront, we can actually drive to a different parking lot and go directly there. So if we get the quarry overlook, we might just walk back to the car and then do that end spur. One cool thing about hiking is even if you're not on the right track, you can still really enjoy wherever you are. What do you think so far?
Yeah, it's really pretty. Really pretty, not too hard.
And peaceful.
Beautiful day for a walk.
Yeah. We're back at the trails this time. We're taking the trail to the right. We have another sign here. Oh,
Let me guess, trail.
you are correct. You win the big prize. That's back where we came from. That's where it's pointing in case we get lost here. And we're going to continue down this trail. Well, we came around a corner and we have a view. I think we're going to the left. We're entering a former rock quarry. Watch children closely, don't climb over fencing, stay on the trails. So I think this is the quarry overlook trail. It's 0.3 each way. I think we're gonna skip the quarry overlook because it's a pretty hot, humid day, and we're gonna just continue on our way to the left. Do not enter that way. Reforestation in process. And then definitely this big wide dirt road is a trail. Interesting little piles of, yeah, like piles of bark with specific weeds on top. What are those? The quarry itself is closed to the public, and reforestation efforts are underway in that area. We have come 1.2 miles and we're still winding our way down this dirt road. I'm starting to hear some waves though, so I think we're getting closer to the water. There's another gate, just like we came through at the start, so we must be getting close to the parking lot down here, and then we will get on a trail to the water. Here is the other parking lot. One car. It's a fairly bigger parking lot than where we parked. I was following the map that was attached to the trail description on the Washington Trails Association. Otherwise, we would have maybe found out about this trailhead, gone up to the overlook and down to the beach. But that's okay. We'll just do our uphill on the way out. Aiston Preserve. All right, we're continuing on from the parking lot. We met the people that were heading back to their one car, and they said we've got it to ourselves, which sounds pretty nice on a sunny Saturday on the coast of an island. All right, we didn't do the quarry overlook, but I don't think we need to because we have an overlook right here. Quarry overlook must be up there. I put on sunscreen, but I didn't put on bug spray. I've had really good luck with the bugs this year, but not today. I have been eaten alive by mosquitoes. There might not be anything left of me by the time I'm done today. But this has been a really worthy hike. Get down here, we can get a better view of the water and the quarry. Whoa. Whoa, I'm way up. It's a big dry area. Old quarry. And then you can see where we're going down there. From the 1930s, this area was used obviously as a quarry, but prior to that it was owned by the Japanese-American Fish Fertilizer Company, which smuggled Japanese men in to work there, which is why this is called Smuggler's Cove. This looks like a great place to explore in a kayak.
Well, it's a great place to park your boat for the night. Wow.
Yeah, nice moorage. It was so still this morning, but we've got a little bit more chop in the water right now. What a cool place. Very rocky shoreline. It said it had thousands of feet of rocky shoreline, and it was not joking. That's pretty much all rock. Let's get out here. There's sailboats out there. We're looking across at the city of Bellingham over here. I don't know if you can make it out. It's right there. In 1942, Homer and Peggy Aiston purchased 144 acres, which included Smuggler's Cove. There was no road, so they had to travel between Bellingham and their cabin by boat. Some nice kelp beds here. The Heritage Trust bought the property in 2015. I think this little piece of land right here is Portage Island. There was a sign pointing this way for kayak launch. I assume you could probably drive your car through that gate we went through. I don't think it's locked, and then just drop your kayak here and park back. Do not go behind this safety berm. All right. Cool. It's a nice little cove here. I hang out in the shade, drink some water, give the dogs a snack. What a beautiful day. We are at 1.58, so round trip, our walk is going to be about 3 miles. Well, that was really fun. We did 3.02 miles round trip, and we had a total elevation gain of 685 feet. It is very humid today, and even though it is, I think, only in the 70s on this island, it feels very, very oppressive. So we were all sweaty, and the mosquitoes are pretty bad. So I've got some bites. That's always fun. But the scenery was beautiful. The woods were full of mushrooms. There's signs of fall. And the water was just gorgeous lapping up against that rocky shore. I really like this one.